Good morning, Michael from NCY Store, and we're going to probably be putting on I'll show you a little bit of the case brace, but mainly the ultimate ankle biter. But for right now, we're going to have to actually install our exhaust system. So we have our exhaust system here. We're going to go and cut out a new little, what do you call that? The little foam here to be able to not have it scraped. So, and then we'll get to it. We also have our A17 camshaft, which will probably be part of the tuning process. We'll try running it right now with the T300 and see how much more performance we get versus putting this one on the A17. We're also going to kind of keep it with the 2000 RPM clutch springs before we actually change it to our pretty much our 1000 RPM clutch springs. So we're going to do a lot of variations, and we might be able to, since we're taking off the variator, we'll probably just slip these guys on here. They're 12 grams already, so maybe we can just keep those on there right now. But when we do decide to hit the clutch part, when we do decide to take the clutch back off, we'll probably change it to the 1000 RPM clutch springs. So for right now, let's go and get started on mounting our exhaust back, and we'll probably do a little bit of a touch-up later on. And I realize that since we have some of that paint left, some of my plastic that are black, I could probably paint it with the same black enamel here. I think it'll stick well just on black as well. So let's go and get started on that. We're going to go ahead and put this toward here like this, and we're going to see our blue rubber. There we go. So this one's actually way better looking than the other one, because the other one, what we did was, well, we tried to anyway. So let's go ahead and bring that over. Our exhaust here, we're going to start mounting this guy back in here. You can see here we kept them in the priority box, free from being scratches. But yeah, you can see what the other number did to it. So what we're going to try to do is trying to wrap it around much as we can. Let me put him back in the box. Let me go find, where is his strap there? Oil cooler. Oh, nothing else is really in this box other than scrap. So let me go ahead and put this guy back in here. And we're going to go ahead and prepare for him to be mounted. We're going to get that guy mounted. We'll put the adhesive here when it gets a little bit more cool, warmer temperature, because the adhesive will stick better. In the meantime, let's go and find, where is the other, that was already prepped up already, ready to go for us to prepare to mount. Maybe it was in here. No, it's not. It's not in here. It's not in here. Those are only open boxes I remember can be in. And it's still not in here, so I'm looking back and forth for it. Nope, not in here either. Oh, hey, this, look. So this was our old collar here that we used. The reason why I don't want to use it, because if you look at right there, it looks like it's about to pop out that rubber seal and cause some serious damage. Now I could just take this and bang it back, but we might as well just maybe cut a new strip, make it thicker, and hopefully prevent it. Now I'm thinking also using this little round boot here, also for our little it's in a kickstand stopper, so that actually will fit properly. So let me see if I can get that open. Where the heck is it? I think we have another boot here, maybe. Oh no, this is not it. I wanted like a bushing or something. I probably think I might have brought it out already. Let's see if I have it out. Have it out would be great. We can use that one there. Maybe remove that old one there. Let's see. Don't want this to actually spill over. That'd be a devastation there. Let's see if I brought it out here. Digging through my little parts list that we're about to install. And I thought I might have it out here. No, this is the old PWK carburetor. Yeah, I don't see the bushings yet. Maybe it's in here. If not, I'll try to find one inside. We can put that bushing back on there. So I'm not seeing it out here. Yeah, that'll be great to get the bushing. Also, another thing is I realized that we do actually have smaller ones of these, our shorter ones that we're actually going to install for our side wing here, our spoiler. So I'm thinking I could probably get that also smaller or shorter. Shorter is always better, just to not use any extra space not needed. I think it's at M6. Or I'm sorry, this is M8. So I think it is M8, and you can see how much more this actually comes out thread-wise. You see it comes out almost a good, I'd say about 2 centimeters really. So instead of having 2 centimeters on these guys right here, they can get away with being perfectly flush with the nut that's on the bottom. So let's see if we can actually get a smaller one for it. I believe I might have it. I remember putting some inside the little spare space here. So let's see here. Look at all this great stuff we're gonna about put in. For the most part, we're just kind of first of all tune it as it is. Shake this over. Let me see if I can see it from the bottom. If I can't see it from the bottom, I don't have it. Alright, I'm not seeing it still. Oh, why don't we use the black one? What's wrong with the black one, right? Those are probably same. Let's check them out. Gotta get all these guys out of the way. Which one was it at? Oh boy. This came loose. That's why I need it, right? I think it goes from the back. Snaps. Snaps into place from the back, I guess. Okay, what we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and turn it down. And let's actually find out which one it is. I believe it might be this guy right here we need, but we only have one of them. This one's, okay, there's another one maybe. We can get that guy out. So we can get this guy here and then this guy here. That might work. See, we do have the shorter snubber one. These are way too short though. I mean, it's just not gonna do it. It's way, way too short. So let me go ahead and move these guys out of the way. All right, so here we go. Nope, nothing in here anyway. Got the wrong slot. Wasn't paying attention. So let me go and try to get these guys back. The search is on. We just need 2 of them, so we can get 2 of these black ones. I think it'll be even better. But I'm not even sure if they will fit. Well, I think one of them might. The other one looks still pretty fat. It looks like almost 2 different sizes. One's a really huge one we don't need. So these 2 actually might work. Let's see though. First of all, let's see if the length will be perfect enough. And then from there, now see these ones? They look like they'll work, but one of them looks a little bit thicker, don't you think? Yeah, one of them does look a little thicker. I'm not even sure they're the same thread size. Let's see. If this gets screwed into this one, and this doesn't, then we know it's probably different. This feels a little loose here. This feels a little tighter here. So these 2 aren't really the same. But let's see even if the length's gonna be adequate for us. So let's check it out. Now this guy right here looks more like a fitting size. So actually this actually flushes really nicely. I'm not sure you can see it though because it's black on black. Let me show you a little bit closer. See that? Not bad, huh? So this actually is probably the same size really, but at least it's a little bit shorter, I guess. Can't really tell right now. Yeah, it's just, but at least it's black color. So I'm surprised. We actually thought it was going to be a little shorter than that. So this would be the right size for it. I'm not sure that these are actually the same. No way of telling right now because I don't have a socket to really, well, I could drive it in. Let's see here. These might be 2 of the same. If they're 2 of the same, then we don't have to keep searching. But the other one looks just a little bit bigger, doesn't it? The right hand side one looks a little bit bigger. But again, looks can be deceiving, so that's why we need something to thread it in. So let me go and try to thread it in here again and see. Let me put my camera down here. Put my battery back up here. And let me see if I could try to thread it a little bit more down. Okay, so here we go. Gonna take these two again, and let's see. So this guy's threading in nicely, and he's getting that Nolan washer, so he's not gonna go through anymore. Nolan nut there. Let's see if this guy threads. This guy threads the same way too. He threads nicely. So these are actually two of the same, even though they don't look like it. So we can replace these guys out, and let's see how much shorter we can get it. So we can do that now, that way we won't lose them. And we'll bring back the silver ones. So let's go and put this guy back in these slashes. And we're gonna be using this guy, these two here, they're black. Unfortunately, I wish I had a longer black one too. But let me see, I doubt that black one will work. That way we don't even have to paint it. How about that? We can get these guys in here. So we'll remove one at a time and then come back and remove the other one. So let's see this real quick. Where's that box full of extras? Is this it? No, it's over here. I'm going to grab that. See, these guys actually might even work. Look at it. These ones probably would be way better. Even though they're silver, right? They're shorter. That's the purpose of it. We could put these two guys in there in replacement. So these two might be the one that we actually really need, even though they're not black. They might serve us a little better. Let me find that. Didn't I have a stash? That's funny, you put everything everywhere, and then when you try to find it again, all of a sudden it's like a magic trick. It just disappears and never to be found again. So let me get this guy hooked on. So we could probably get these guys here on there instead, because if you look at it, look how short they are. They take out that little thing, so they'll definitely be different than the other ones. And I think these are M8 too, the same as these guys. How we can try that? I'll put it through the bolt again. The bolt test. I got my Anchor battery adapter here, hoping to hold the charge. Okay, so let's see. There, see, there we go. Same thread. So these are actually probably better for us. They're shorter. So we can use these two right here. Okay, so we'll let these guys, we'll just keep on the side just in case we decide to change our mind and go with this black one. Okay, let's go ahead and I was gonna see if I can get a longer black one for the other one. Just to try it. Okay, these are the screw packs for our ankle biter. We'll need those right now. God, they just disappeared on me. I was holding to show you guys, but okay, let me close this guy up here. Yeah, I want to go with something shorter. And all day these other ones. Okay, so here we go. Where are you at? Looking for, there we go. Okay, so we were discussing these guys are just way too big, right? Yeah, these were way too big. These wouldn't fit it. And unfortunately, we need something long. So that silver one was the only color we had. But anyway, we're probably going to upgrade the shorter ones for these guys. So let's see actually how it lines stack up with our other ones. So we're going to replace these guys with these shorter silver ones. See, that thing, it might not protrude too much in the gas tank. Not that it's going to be a big deal. It's never going to hit the gas tank. It still has a good, you can see here, a good at least a millimeter clearance, but just want to prevent it from not. So this one will be a little shorter. Just a little bit shorter. You know, it takes out almost a centimeter. But let's find out how much shorter when we actually put it in there. So here we go. We're going to take one out, and we're going to place it with these shorter ones. So we need our driver tool again. Go, we got edge 6. Then we need a driver socket for it. Get a little bit of extension here, that way it won't interfere. Let's try to find a little bit of extension. Now, this is the only one I can see come right away up, so that's fine. We can use this to twirl by hand too, so it'll be easier. Okay, let's go and put that guy in there. Let's go and put our H6 here for hex Allen. That way we can take out the other one and drive this one in. So let's do this. I'm always thinking ways how we can improve. You know, just changing the little nut here to make it a little shorter. Since we have the spare parts here, we might as well. Alright, so lefty loosey. We'll keep the other three on, the other two on. Keep it a little bit more support. We're just swapping this out for right now. I think everything else is held on here as well. And that one still, I'm not too certain yet, but we will. Gosh, I wish I could do a little better job on this guy. Maybe get something and buffer him out or something, I don't know. Buff him out and just try to give him another coat. We might. This looks like someone salivated on our wing, you know, or just like a never-ending design of wet look, sprite look. Sure, we weren't going for that. That's probably easy to do. Even an amateur can do that style. Okay, so we got this long guy out here. You can see already how much longer it is compared to this guy right there. See, so this is going to serve as well. The lock washer's still there, and everything else is still in there. Try to get him into the groove first. Twist as much as I can by hand. It's going to be pretty tight. So let's go righty-tighty this guy in. We won't tighten him all the way yet because we'll wait for the other guy. Don't want to cross-thread him. So I just got to do it slowly because he looks like he's not even dancing in there quite well yet. Yeah, he's not. Should be going in there right now. But he just looked like he's bouncing around. I think what it is I got to loosen this guy up, give him a little bit more weak room. So let's go and loosen this guy up. Ooh. Okay, let's see this guy will. Let me try to do it by hand a little bit. See where he's at. You don't want to use your tool too much. You want to just kind of feel your bolts here. See, it's just scraping, so it's not really going in the thread yet. So I might have to loosen all three first, get them all to jiggy wiggy. So okay, so maybe this guy needs to be loosened too. So you gotta loosen all three to really get kind of loosen it up. That way he has some wig room, huh? Just loosening him up. There we go. Okay, let's see now. There we go. See, now you can actually drive them in. Wouldn't let you do it first time. Am I doing it right? What am I doing? I need this tool. I was wondering if something was missing. There we go. There we go. Just screw them in as much as I can. Just do it by hand, and then let's go and get this guy off. And we'll replace him. Let's see how far so far. We haven't crushed the washer yet. See, it barely comes out, which is perfect. That's what we want. So when we crush the washer, it's going to come out a little bit more in that thread area versus these guys here. That's great. There we go. All right. Oh wait, we're just pre-tightening them just slightly. All right, there we go. Oh wait, we're not even dealing with this guy. We're gonna keep him tightened. So yeah, everything's ready to go. So there it goes. That one's just popping out just slightly a little bit. You can see there, it's perfect. That's what we really want. So we don't want any excess. And then this one, we didn't find a really better suitable replacement for him. We could go with something longer. Maybe one of these guys instead, maybe. I mean, it's just slightly longer. And as long as it doesn't, but you can see here, he takes about a whole inch by himself before he actually comes out. So let's go ahead and get these guys tightened. I'm gonna have to sit down. My back is pulling me. Here we go. Let's go and tighten these guys all the way down. Let's try to get the camera angle at this one. The light's better. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and tighten these guys down here. We don't need to use this socket extension. Wait, we're going righty-tighty. Do it by hand first a little bit. Try to get as much as I can by hand, and the rest we can do the tool. There we go. Do by hand. Nope. Do by hand. Nope. They're all ready for the tool now. Righty-tighty. As long as it doesn't go on neutral, right? Always wants to go on neutral. I don't know why this tool's like that. You can do, see I'm tightening them evenly. That way it kind of go in the star pattern. Okay. All right, and the reason why we're putting an ankle biter is for the maybe because of our case, hopefully our put peg there probably get resolved. I'll get a bushing for it, so when we get to that point, we'll get that taken care of. Okay, there we go. Careful, you don't want to over tighten it. Again, we're just actually putting this on temporarily because I forgot we got to take it off eventually. Just want to make sure everything's held down. See how much it actually flushes out of the thread. So that's good that we were able to get that exchange to a shorter nut, even though the other one would have worked. But there's just no reason to have the excess of hanging out on the bottom there. You can see this one's probably perfect enough. See how it just comes out a little bit? So the bolt size is short enough for it to reach versus these guys here. So I'm glad we didn't put Loctite on them yet because there's no point of using them here yet. So these are great. Now they're nice, just protruding out just a little bit versus a whole centimeter out that we don't need. Let's go and put these guys back into their bags for a different application. This one, yeah, we could put it in this one. And I think by this time here, we're going to go ahead and start mounting the exhaust because I really want to get that guy out of the way. So we're going to start cutting the exhaust now. We'll leave this right here for a second. We'll work on getting the exhaust situated. Okay, so here we go. All right. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get the extra strap here. We're gonna cut what we need. We'll need some cutter here. Something to bend it back and forth, really, that's all we need it for. So let me use a little heavier duty plier. This one right here, this will probably work. We can just flex it back and forth, it'll break off, no sweat. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna take the original one, kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with. This one we need to probably screw out. Try to get off of here. So it works really well. It kind of, you know, fit right in and protrude right in there. Let me go and get, I think it's a 10 millimeter. Yep. Get that guy in there. You get the socket to drive them. I'm not backing up, am I? Lefty loosey. And then this one here, we're probably going to replace with Allen bolt. So we don't really need the Allen bolt anymore. But we do want to take a good measurement of how much we need though. So we'll use this as a sort of example. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this did a number here. That's the only reason why we're replacing him. There we go, see there? I mean, we could swap and rotate it internally and be done with. This guy just takes a little bit of beating. There we go. It's kind of lessened. But you know what? We might just want to keep it because if it's already lessened, the bolt hole ain't going to protrude anymore as it would, right? So we can straighten them out. Let's see here. Let's give him a straight. Okay, there we go. We straighten them out. But he might not be that strong compared to we cut a new one. So let's see if we can just cut a new one here. So we're going to take the same shape and form like we did last time. This looks like about the same space here. So we'll cut this guy accordingly. We're going to try to here. And we're going to bend them to where he's probably going to be. But let's go and straighten this guys out and then we can see how much length we really need. Okay. You don't want to bend this too much. It probably lets you bend a couple times before it starts getting fragile. Okay, then this guy, whole thing will probably bend or straighten. Alright, there we go. Okay, so this is a brand new one here. Probably going to take either side, whichever's cleaner side. I think these are just the same. The edges are not the greatest polish, but I think they're about the same. This one's the same way. This one's a little bit more slanted actually. But they all can be straightened. Okay, let's go and take a good measurement here. So I like this one here, but this one's a little bit more slanted. But this one's a little bit more straight, even though it's not perfect. So we'll take a measurement here. We'll fold this. We can even line at each hole. Okay, let's see which one it's going to go to. Just keep gripping it. How much we need to break off. Look at that. It's like right there. Okay, so that's our break point right there. All you got to do is almost just use this right here. Flex it in and flex it out. This is our break point right there. You want to get at a good break point. I don't want to get more of it though. I don't want too much of it from the other side. I mean, too much of it coming from the other side. So, oh shoot. So you want to actually hold the area that you want to protect. So you probably want to keep this guy. So you want to probably hold him there and his side. Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit more room to wig this around. I want to scratch up everything as I'm trying to wig it around. Okay, so here we go. This is the one that we want. Want to keep him in firm place. And we're going to keep flexing him, okay? There we go, done. There it is. This is the one we want. So not bad. See, much cleaner cut. It's a little slanted, but still clean cut. Okay, so let's go and flex him back. And this is it. Just want to do another measurement. I don't even know how we got the other one, you know, just the grip just fine. But I think this is it. This is the one. This one's going to replace this guy here. The one's going to replace this little chewed up area here from the exhaust. But now that we have the new bolts here, I think we're going to be good. This guy is like a little bit more narrower. Not narrow, but yeah, he's more narrow, but he's more shorter too. So he's not going to come and push out too much on our exhaust. That's the problem we had last time using one of these cheese head Allen bolts one. You can see how much more thicker they are. See, this one's more slanted compared to the cheese head one, which we use on the very bottom. Back here, if I take one, oh, the cheese head's not. Well, I am actually, because I need to get the Allen bolts. I'm gonna get actually a long one, and I believe we do have a long one for this one. Extremely long one, because that's what we'll need to get in. It's going to take a longer nose dive in there. So let me see if I can find. Where are you? And you have it already, and then he lost it again. Okay, so we're going to have to use something like a really long one. And I mean, we don't have to go that long, just enough to really protrude in a little bit. But then if you look at it, we have to go through here as well, right? So we do need quite a bit of long length. And these guys are not going to cut it. They're barely making it like a little centimeter in. So we do have the other long one. I just had to find it. That's somewhere here in my... Then I might put it back in the Pro Lock bag, but I don't know where my Pro Lock bag is now. I see the short one again all day long. See these guys, let me pull them out so I don't get confused. There we go. See if I have them in here. I have my exhaust. Okay, this is our exhaust gasket here. We're gonna put that guy in soon. Our ram bolt. I think that's just our ram mount and cup holder there. Don't need that right now. What I need is the long Allen bolts. So where are you, long Allen bolts? I think if I can find the Pro, we'll get this guy ready. So we'll need to use him shortly. Put him here so we won't lose him. Because I eventually will probably lose him too. Maybe I'll put it in here. No, these are just scraps. Old canteen center that we took apart, which I regret. We just kept it intact. We could have a spare part to use properly. That's okay. It's good to see what it looks like in the open. Alright, so let me go and put this over here. Hopefully none of my sockets fall in the cracks, because then I won't be able to find them in there. Let me open this guy up here and see if there's any more. What's causing this thing to... Oh, the sockets. My torque socket. Yeah, see this right here? Always falls in a crack. So I'll keep this out here. This is our 13mm ones. Keep this over here. Let's look for that Pro Bolt, because that Pro Bolt will have it. I believe that Pro Bolt bag is what I did put it in there. This is just what we're going to install for the GoPro or charging system. I don't know if I have it in here, perhaps. I don't think so. They're pretty... No, those will work too, but we're looking for our Allen bolt version of them. So let's see if I can find it in here. Well, instead of me digging through